Derek Lantz at Edward Jones Investments. I've lived in the Tri-Cities my whole entire life, but I moved to Johnson City, Washington County about 2 years ago. And then I lived there when I was in school too. Some of my favorite spots are probably the Label. I feel like they've got a pretty wide and diverse menu. I love their sushi, half-price sushi on Wednesdays at lunch. Lunch Chow is a great place to go eat too. I think we're fortunate to have a lot of really great restaurants. And Holy Taco is great. That's one of my favorites. I go there a lot.
And then you have a dog. So are there any special dog places that you love to take your pup?
Off Leash Social is my favorite place to take her. There's a lot of other dogs there that she gets to play with. It's good for me. I can go out with some friends, and if we want to have a drink, we can have a drink, and the dogs get to go and play. And there's these tubes that I go and let Ellie run through, and she has a blast every single time.
And then as far as the Tri-Cities is close to so many things, is there anywhere outside of the Tri-Cities? Do you go to Asheville regularly? Do you go to Knoxville regularly? Chattanooga, any of those places?
Yeah, I go to Asheville quite a bit, and I go to Knoxville quite a bit. Go Vols. I'm a big baseball fan, so I love going over to watch the Tennessee Smokies play. This is their last season in Kodak, and they'll be in Knoxville next year, but it's always a great time to go over there. And then Asheville has a lot of really great restaurants. I love going to the Biltmore. And then same thing with baseball. They're Asheville tourists. They're really fun games to go to, and their ballpark's very unique. I think it's the third oldest baseball park in the United States of America, so it's really cool to go check it out. I think we have a lot of really cool music festivals and things like that. I think Fridays After 5 is a really cool atmosphere to go to and enjoy that. Blue Plum Festival, same thing. I think ETSU football games are really fun too. It's not the same thing as UT, but it gives you a very small hometown vibe to it, and it's a lot of fun to go to.
Have you ever been to the International Storytelling Center in Jonesboro?
I have, and it's a really fun time too. I really like going there in October when they do the ghost stories. When they do the storytelling in October, that's my favorite time to go. I'll say this, I think something that's really cool about this area too, I'm a pretty avid runner, and we have a lot of great run clubs and organizations that go and run. If you type in run clubs Tri-Cities, there's a different group running pretty much every single day of the week. So if that's something that interests somebody that's just moved here, just get on Facebook and you can find a great support system to go run with. And we have a lot of cool races around here too.
What would you say about the culture and trying to do business here?
I would say I think there's a lot of Southern hospitality in this area still. And I think that there's going to be a lot of growth. I think with all the population growth that we've had, I think there's a lot of opportunity for current businesses to grow and new businesses to come in and flourish too. I think it's a great time to be in Tri-Cities area. So one of the things that really helped me the most in my career was just finding something that I took a great interest in. And then I did everything that I could to learn about that field. So when I first became interested in learning how to invest in the stock market and all that stuff, I went to the bookstore and I cleaned out like a whole entire row of books. So just find something that you're passionate about, deep dive into it, and who knows where it'll take you. Because I did that years before I started to work in this industry, and it's paid off a lot.
Is there anything else you cannot be without here in the Tri-Cities?
The Johnson City Doughboys baseball games. I'm a regular there. I love going, I've already mentioned I love baseball, but the Doughboys games are a blast. Rocky the Bat Dog is worth the price of admission to go see him. And then a couple other spots that I'll talk about, like Tiebreakers is a really fun time to go over there. Their food's really good. They've got a bowling alley, an arcade. It's great for anybody at any age. And then the Wallace Theater, I think is a really cool place. I've been there a few times. They do a lot of improv, comedy, stand-up nights. It's a really cool place to go check out.
Anything else?
Go Vols.